The evidence of things hoped for, but evidence the power unseen. Who knows Yahawah, the very merciful but great and terrible power? Then Yahawah said unto Moshe, now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh. For with a strong hand shall he let them go, and with a strong hand shall he drive them out of his land. And Yahawah spake unto Moshe, and said unto him, I am Yahawah. And I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob by the name of God Almighty. But by my name Yahawah was I not known to them. And I have also established my covenant with them, to give them the land of Canaan,
the land of their pilgrimage, wherein they were strangers. And I have also heard the groaning of the children of Yasharallah,
whom the Egyptians keep in bondage. And I have remembered my covenant. Wherefore say unto the children of Yasharallah, I am Yahawah.
I am Yahawah.
And I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. And I will rid you out of their bondage. And I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgments. And I will take you to me for a people, and I will be to you a power. And ye shall know that I am Yahawah your power, which bringeth you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians.
I am Yahawah.
Samuel said unto the people, fear not. Ye have done all this wickedness, yet turn not aside from following Yahweh. But serve the Yahweh with all your heart, and turn ye not aside. For then should you go after vain things, which cannot profit nor deliver, for they are vain. For Yahweh will not forsake his people for his great name's sake, because it hath pleased Yahweh to make you his people. Moreover, as for me,
Yahweh
forbid that I should sin against the Yahweh in ceasing to pray for you. But I will teach you the good and the right way. Only fear the Yahweh, and serve him in truth with all your heart. For consider how great things he hath done for you. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee. For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me, and they have received them, and have known surely that I came out from thee. And they have believed that thou didst send me, O righteous Abba. The world hath known thee, but I have known thee, and these have known that thou hast sent me.
And I have declared unto them thy name, and will declare it, that the love wherewith thou hast loved me may be in them, and I in them, and I.
O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who redeemeth thy life from destruction, who crowneth thee with loving kindness and tender mercies. Yahweh executeth righteousness and judgment for all that are oppressed. He made known his ways unto Moshe, his acts unto the children of Yasharallah.
Yahawah
Is merciful and gracious, slow to anger and plenteous in mercy. He will not always chidden, neither will he keep his anger forever. He hath not dealt with us after our sins, nor rewarded us according to our iniquities.
For as the heaven is high above the earth, so great is his mercy toward them that fear him.
Oh, give thanks unto Yahawah, Call upon his name, make known his deeds among the people, to declare his name among the heathen.
To declare his name among the heathen.
To declare his name among the heathen.
I am Yahawah.
Oh. There is no respect of person. There is no respect of a nation. There is no respect of status. For there is no respect of persons with Yahawah. And Yahawah looked upon the children of Yasharallah. And Yahawah had respect unto them. For as many as have sinned without law shall also perish without law. And as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law. For not the hearers of the law are just before Yahawah, but the doers of the law shall be justified. Make void the law through faith. Yahawah forbid.
Yeah, we establish the law.
Know ye not, brethren,
For I speak to them that know the law.
how that the law had dominion over a man as long as he liveth?
I say then, as Yahawah cast away his people.
Yahawah forbid. For I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
For the Yahawah will not forsake his people for his great name's sake.
Because it hath pleased the Yahawah to make you his people.
Thus saith Yahawah.
If heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath,
I will also cast off all the seed of Yasharallah for all that they have done.
saith Yahawah. Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest,
Yahawah,
and teachest him out of thy law. For Yahawah will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. As he saith also in Hosea, I will call them my people,
which were not my people,
and her beloved.
which was not beloved.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them,
Ye are not my people,
there shall they be called the children of the living Yahawah. Yet the number of the children of Yasharallah shall be as the sand of the sea.
which cannot be measured nor numbered.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them,
Ye are not my people,
there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. I am become a stranger unto my brethren, and an alien unto my mother's children. Though thou, Yasharallah, play the harlot, yet not Judah offend, and come not ye unto Gilgal, neither go ye up to Bethaven, nor swear Yahawah liveth. For Yasharallah slide us back as a backsliding effort.
now Yahawah will feed them as a lamb in a large place.
The righteous manna from above,
The righteous man are not Yahawah love,
the food that delivers thy soul. Amen. Amen.
is Yahawah. You know the type of feeling that you get when you lay back, sipping yarn, and you're looking up in the sky. The weird type of feeling when the Lord woke you up and you're paranoid, feeling it's the day you gon' die. That clear type of vision like the first day, sipping yarn in the mirror, looking deep up in your eyes. The good type of feeling when you think about the past and how the Lord saved your life and you wanna just cry. They call me Yahawah, every day I keep it pushing. Cause I wanna just win. Every day I just hold for a crown, so I gotta lock in the end, door to the end. The demons keep on laughing every day that I sin. I'm knowing Yahawah, so I'm thinking out again. Niggas changing up, I don't wanna make amends. A folks show you love and they treat you like a kin. They set my brother down and I told him how you change on the nigga when it end. I just wanna play a part. Had to look him in the eyes, say wrong, yo, chill. But in the end, I just know it broke his heart. Cause you know we show you love from the start. Throwing shots through my heart like a dart. It shows true colors, so I gotta move smart. I get the moving and grooving in this life like it's art. Like damn, could've told me you thought I was alive. At the end of the lie, you gon' die. Get right with the Lord for you fry. All the shit that you learned was a lie. You chose, but it's more that they call. So I perform like a pro when he ball. Keep getting up, give it down when I fall. Sin stacking up like I'm down like a wall. Won't change on the Lord cause I'm locked in. Niggas trying to change my spirit, but I'm not him. You be changing, but the Lord know I got him. Knocking shit to the side like I'm boxing. You changed on the Lord, but I won't go. Living life on the social like a promo. The type of bridge that you burn, nigga, you don't know. Why the devil that's alone like it's go-go. I know you're fast to the demon when you lie. Ain't no point holding back when you cry. Blame myself when I'm wondering why. All the folks that I love gotta die. Keep it going, that's the motto. Spiritual racism stacking the peso. Yahawah, my brothers are mono. Them buffs, they on go. Yeah. Oh.
Yahawah, Hafapalau, the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever.
He's been so good. He's been so good. Yahawah Shai. His prophecy is coming. Oh, each and every day. So don't be scared. Just be prepared. Let me sing a song. I'm a Yahawah Shabbat Shemayim Kodash Yahawah
Shalom, Israel, shalom. First, giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Malak Yahweh Shai. The world knows Yahawah as God. The world ignores Yahweh Shai as Jesus. Hamashiach will be the Christ. And all praises to the Most High, man. A Shabbat shalom to all those. Last night we had a small technical difficulty, but it was all by the Most High that happened, man. So I know you see the title of this lesson. What is your why and what is your sole job from Yahawah, right? Because, some people came in this thing and they thought it was a movement. So that was their why. They might have liked being able to wear garments on the high holy days could have been their why. Some people, because they might have been able to have multiple ribs. That could have been their why. Some people, because they get headbands and mitres and garments and maybe being with large congregations, that could have been their why, man. Maybe because they could be on, videos and be on the mic and maybe teach so everybody can know their face. That could have been their why, man. But according to the scriptures, what should be your sole purpose of the why, man? So let's get that through the scriptures, man, through the Spirit Most High willing, man. Bring this out. We're going to go to the first scripture. We're going to go to is Exodus, right? Exodus chapter 19, and we're going to start at verse 3. Right, Exodus 19 and 3.
This is Exodus chapter 19 and verse 3, and it reads, "And Moses went up unto Yahawah and called unto him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings,
right,
and brought you unto myself. Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice, indeed."
So there's steps to this thing, right? So first of all, the Most High gave us what we call a proposition, right? So let's look up that word proposition real quick, right? So this is what happened, right?
Proposition.
Proposition, a statement or assertion that expresses a judgmental or opinion.
A judgment or opinion, right? So the Most High gave us a statement or an assertion. So he gave us a proposition, right? He said, okay, if you do this, right? A premise, right? A premise. Real quick through the Spirit. Right? Go ahead.
Premise, a previous statement or proposition from which another
right,
is inferred or follows as a conclusion.
So the Most High literally gave us a proposition or a premise, right? He said that, hey, if you listen to my words, right? So reread that part. Verse 5.
Now, therefore, if ye will obey my voice, indeed.
So certainly, indeed means certainly. So if you listen to me beyond a shadow of a doubt, what did he say?
And keep my covenant.
Keep my agreement. What did he say?
Then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people.
So the Most High literally told us, gave us a proposition like, look, hey, if you obey my voice and listen to my covenant, right, and keep my covenant, which is my binding agreement, he said, then he'll make you a precious treasure, a set apart treasure. He said, above what?
Above all people.
For what?
For all the earth is mine.
So the Most High literally gave us that proposition that he'll make you above all people, man, for all the earth is mine. So now let's fast forward and let's see what we said in conclusions to the proposition. Now let's go to Exodus chapter 24, right? And we're going to get the context at verse 1. We're going to start we're going to start at verse 1.
Come on. This is Exodus chapter 24 and verse 1, and it reads, And he said unto Moses, Come up unto Yahawah, thou and Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel.
So he's literally talking about the elders of Israel. So he's talking about the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
And worship ye afar off.
Right.
And Moses alone shall come near Yahawah.
Right. So you can skip the 3. So I just wanted to give you the premise of who Moses was speaking to. So he literally said the 70 elders of Israel. Right. So we know we're talking to a particular nation. Right. Because we gotta first, we have to actually set the premise for what's going on. Right. Who agreed to this, and what did we agree to? What was the proposition that we were agreeing to? Right. So now we understand the Most High gave his proposition. Let's see what we answer, because we got to understand what is our why and the sole job, because they're both one and the same. Right. So keep going. Verse 3.
And Moses came and told the people all the words of Yahawah.
So Moses came and told the people, because you got to remember in chapter 19, the Most High only called Moses up to give him the proposition. Say, hey, look, if they do this, then this is going to be the result. I'm going to make them a peculiar treasure. So now 24, Moses is coming back and give them the information. Go ahead.
And all the judgments.
Right.
And all the people answered with one voice and said, All the words which Yahawah have said, we will do.
And he said, he will do. Don't sound like to me, baby Ronald, that we kind of agreed to the proposition that the Most High laid down.
Oh.
Right. So we kind of listened like the people was on the screen. We kind of heard what was going on, and we kind of agreed to what was going on. Keep going.
And Moses wrote all the words of Yahawah, and rose up early in the morning and builded an altar under the hill and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right. So jump down to verse 6. Right. So we know now that we agreed. So now we agree. We have to solidify the agreement. It ain't like you go in this wicked kingdom and you kind of write your nasty little handwriting on a piece of paper and you can break that agreement. Right. No, the Most High agreement is kind of deeper than that, man. He kind of go all the way in. So that way, when you break his agreement or the vow, it kind of come a judgment. You kind of got to go through some things in order to, when you're breaking that thing, because you're in. It's not like, the Bloods or the Crips or the gangster disciples or the vice lords, you know what I'm saying? Where they'll say blood in, blood out. No, it's kind of really blood in or blood out. You got to kind of get put to death when you sign this covenant. Go ahead.
And Moses took half of the blood and poured it in basins.
Right.
And half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar.
Right.
And he took the book of the covenant.
Right.
And read it in the audience of the people. And they said, all that Yahawah have said, we will do, and be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, Behold, the blood of the covenant.
The blood of the what?
The blood of the covenant.
So now we entered into a covenant, or what we would know as to be what? A actual binding agreement. Go ahead.
Which Yahawah hath made with you concerning all these words.
And that's it. That's it. So that concerning all those words that Most High told Moses, then Moses came down and explained them to us. And we said, all the words you would do, we'll be obedient, which means we're going to follow everything that's on there. So give me the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5 and verse 4, because I don't think we really realized what was going on when we entered into that. We kind of like thought everything was good, right? We kind of, thought that, okay, well, we'll go by it because it sounds good to say, right? But let's see what was going on, what happened when we did this.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 4, and it reads, when thou vowest a vow unto Yahawah,
So really enter into that covenant was vowing a vow. Go ahead.
defer not to pay
He
it.
said you better not defer not to pay it. You better kind of come out of that. Hey, look, that's like you go to the store, right? Leave out of Walmart and with the TV and you defer to pay it at the register. What's going to happen?
You're going to get kicked out with nothing.
Hey, and you know who's waiting at that door. You got the old lady that's taking the receipt, and then who you got next to him? Who's next to that old lady at the door?
The security.
The security. Do we got her or do we not got a gun?
He does.
He kind of got a gun, man. So defer not to make that payment and get to that lady that say, could you please give me the receipt? If you ain't got the vow, hey, if you can't hand her that vow, hey, you got to kind of have that guy with the gun kind of tackling you, man. Right? You're not going to get out with the TV. So reread that right there, verse 4.
When thou vowest a vow
right?
unto Yahawah,
right?
Defer not to pay it.
And you better not defer not to pay it. Well, why?
For he hath no pleasure in fools.
He called you a fool if you don't pay the vow, man. Right? He calling you a fool if you don't pay the vow. Go ahead.
Pay that which thou hast vowed.
And you better pay for that TV. You better pay for that TV at Walmart. So you better pay for that vow you get at the Most High. Verse 5.
Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay.
Because, hey, we know that we are our forefathers, right? According to Matthew 23. So we vowed that vow. That literally was us. Go ahead, verse 6.
Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin.
What'd he say?
Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin.
And he said, don't let your mouth cause your flesh to sin, because, hey, that's a lie. Right? That's literally bearing false witness. Go ahead.
Neither say thou before the angel that it was an error.
Like, oh, man, I shouldn't have said that. Man, I erred. No, it's over for thou. Go ahead.
Wherefore should Yahawah be angry at thy voice?
And what?
And destroy the work of thine hands?
And the Most High going to destroy the works of your hands, man. Right? So, hey, don't vow the vow. Right? So now you know that we enter into that vow, man. So now going forward, we know what we're dealing with. So now let's go to the book of Matthew, the mighty book of Matthew, chapter 24. And let's start at verse number 9 through the Spirit.
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 9, and it reads, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
Go to it's like Israel. It's like it was Matthew's 24 and 13.
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13, and it reads.
Let's start up a little bit. Start up at verse number no, that's not it. Oh man. It's like it. 22 and 9. But start up a little bit. 22 and verse number 7. Let's go back so you didn't bump on that. Start at verse number 8.
This is Matthew chapter 22 and verse 8, and it reads, then saith he to his servants.
So, hey, this is Yahawah speaking, which we know it's Yahawah ultimately, right? He says, then he said to his servants, go ahead.
The wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy.
So he literally saying, but those that were invited or those that actually came to the wedding, they kind of wasn't worthy, man. Why? Because we got everybody that's prideful, everybody that's high and mighty, those that aren't meek and humble, because he said the meek and the humble shall inherit the earth. Go ahead.
Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
So, hey, he's saying that, hey, because the people that came to the wedding wasn't quite ready, right now he's sending us back out. So when we're asking, what is your why and what is our sole purpose, right? Our sole job from Yahawah, that would be, hey, we got to kind of do the work that the Most High said. So if Yahawah went out to the highways and hedges, we got to kind of go out. You know, now we know some people ain't built for the literal highways and hedges. You know, you might have to do lessons. You might have to literally do that one-on-one. maybe just who you going about at maybe Walmart, maybe Sam's Club, wherever you're at, and just kind of drop a jewel here and there. Hey, I don't know if you know who you are, but hey, you should look it up online. You know, I know somebody that can give you more understanding. I know some channels that you can look up on YouTube. Like, hey, that might be your sole purpose. It's just to get the juices flowing. Ask some people, hey, where do your history start at? Because last time I checked, your history started from the slave ship getting off in Jamestown, right? Some people may only know that. So maybe that may be your calling. But the question should be is, what is your why? Because the Most High called everybody to have a job for him, right? The parable of the talents. You can't bury the talent that the Most High gave you, right? So keep going.
So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good. And the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment.
And that's going into something else, right? That's going into, hey, you ain't got the righteous garments that the Most High told you. He kind of told you how to dress a certain way. He kind of told you how to look a certain part, right? Because anything less is sin, right? So you got to kind of dress away, but that's a whole nother lesson. Go ahead.
And he saith unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither not having a wedding garment?
Right, because who's going to go to a wedding and kind of not dress for the part? You kind of came in wedding, but you got a mechanic outfit on. Like I said before in another lesson, you got oil and transmission fluid everywhere, but you coming in that thing with a tie on and a cummerbund talking about, I'm ready, Lord, marry me. The Most High gonna look at you like, marry not thou. Marry not thou. Go ahead.
And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Right.
For many are called, but few are chosen.
I love that verse, right? Because the Most High is going to wake up a lot of people. He's going to kind of wake up a lot of people, put his word in a lot of people's spirit. But out of all those people, only 1/3 is going to be chosen, right? And hey, he says servants, right? So let's go to St. John chapter 15 real quick through the spirit, right? Because he said, in those servants. But would you rather be called a servant, or what would you rather be called? Go to verse number 12. Start at verse 11.
This is John chapter 15 and verse 11, and it reads.
Start 10. Salaki.
If ye keep my commandments.
So, hey, Yahawah literally came because what is your why? And what is the sole commandment, sole job from Yahawah? Because we know that the binding agreement would be his instructions. So commandments or Torah would be just instructions, man. So he said, if you keep my commandments or my instructions, go ahead.
Ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love.
So if you understand, he said, I did not speak of myself, but him that sent me. So literally he's saying you got to abide in the Father's commandments. It's not his commandments. Go ahead.
These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you.
So he wants you to be obedient. That's the joy. Because the joy is, if you're obedient, then that joy is going to remain. Because if the joy don't remain, then judgment is going to remain. You're going to get one of the J's. You're going to get the joy or the judgment. So it's up to you. It's based on what you want to do. Because we have the choice. You don't have free will, but you got a choice. You got a choice, either live or die. Okay. That's the choice. To me, death ain't a choice. Right? So, hey, all praises, but keep going.
And that your joy might be full.
And your joy might be full. That's the eternal life. Right? That's what the backdrop is saying. Repent, the kingdom of Yahawah is near. Right? Go ahead.
This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
Right?
Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Go ahead.
Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
So, hey, we want to be a friend. We don't want to be just a servant, right? Because he's going to get into that. Go ahead. Verse 15.
Henceforth, I call you not servants.
Because if you remember in Matthew's, he said the servants will bind that person that came to the wedding not dressed right. He's gonna bid them to cast him in utter darkness. But you want to be more than just a servant. You want to be a friend. He said, I call you not servants, what?
For the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth.
Because you want to know what's going on. You kind of want to know what the Most High's next plan is, right? And as the time comes for the Most High to reveal that plan, he's going to give it to his friends, but not the servants. Go ahead.
But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you.
Yeah, made known unto you, man. Go ahead.
Ye have not chosen me.
So Yahawah went forth and said, on top of that, you have not chosen me, but what?
But I have chosen you.
He have chosen you, and what?
And ordain you that ye should go and bring forth fruit.
Real quick, right? We're going to look up that word ordain, right? Real quick. We're going to finish that verse, but we got to look up ordain because here you have not chosen me, but I've chosen you and ordained you. So let's see what that word ordain means.
Ordain, make someone a priest or minister. Confer holy orders on.
Right, let's go further on, right?
Order something officially.
Okay, go ahead.
Of God or Yahawah or fate. Decide something in advance.
So he said he decided something in advance. So he ordained you. He ordained you from the beginning, right? He predestined, he preordained, he foreordained, right? Prescribed, right? Your fate, your will, right? He determined in advance what he wanted you to do, right? So with that being understood, let's see what Yahawah was cooking up in the kitchen, man. Verse 16.
Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father is in my name, he may give it you.
So, hey, I brought that out, right? Because, hey, a lot of us, we try to figure out, well, why we go through what we go through. Why are we having so much friction on the things we ask the Most High? Why are we having friction on things? Because he said he preordained you, right, to do certain things. But if you don't do them certain things, then the Most High is going to judge you, right? So, hey, we're going to find out that, hey, you know, hey, what is your job, man? Real quick through the Spirit. Let's go to Matthew 25 and 15, man. Because you're trying to figure out, well, why is it that I'm going through what I'm going through? And a lot of it is because we're not listening, right?
According to Matthew chapter 25 and verse 15.
Start at verse 14. Because we're trying to figure out, like, what is your why and what is your sole job? Because your why should line up with what the Most High why is for us. And if we're not lining up, then are we really in this thing? Or are we really going to get sifted out of this thing? Right? Because we don't want to get sifted out of this thing. But let's figure out this thing out, man.
For the kingdom of heaven is as a man travailing into a far country.
Right? So as a man traveling to a far country, go ahead.
Who called his own servants.
Hey, and we just read that, right? In Matthew's, right? Earlier up, like, hey, the Most High, he called his servants, man. But you want to be called a friend. You want to be on that Abraham status. And a friend knows because a friend is obedient. Abraham didn't kind of think about putting his son on that altar. He kind of put his son on that altar and said, hey, the Most High is going to give us his righteous offering. Right? When Isaac was like, but where is the lamb? Right? Abraham didn't think twice, man. And that's what we got to do. What is your why? Can't think twice about what we're supposed to be doing for Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawah Shai. But go ahead.
And delivered unto them his goods.
Right? So, and the Most High delivered us goods. So it's an honor for us to have this understanding, man. It ain't just like a given, man. Right? It's an honor. Every day you get up, you should be saying all praise to Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawah Shai, man, for the gift that we got, for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that he delivered to us. He delivered his goods to us. So you gonna sit on them? It's madness. Go ahead.
And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1.
Hey, that's just like the cartel, right? The cartel come and drop off their goods to you. And they be like, hey, when I come back next month, I need this amount of money back. Are you gonna tell a cartel no?
No.
But yet you tell the Most High no all the time, man. How? By being sluggard, by being content, by sitting back just relaxing, by admiring the fringes that you got, but you're not putting them fringes to work, man. Right? Go ahead.
To every man according to his several ability.
So the Most High gave you your talents according to the abilities that he gave you. He knew what abilities he gave you. Go ahead.
And straightway took his journey.
So the Most High had to go and check up on everybody. It's a lot of people the Most High is responsible for. He only gave us a small fraction of what he's responsible for. Right? Go ahead.
And then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same and made them 5 other 5 talents.
Right? So, hey, that's what you got to do. You got to kind of get out here, because what is your why? Are you really going to be obedient to the Most High? Are you trying to get friend status, or are you just trying to hold on in there, which possibly could get destroyed, right? Because he said he gave you your talents based on your abilities. And I'm going to show you furthermore that, hey, if you're not operating in your why and what the Most High soul job for you, what's going to happen, right? Go ahead.
And likewise, he that had received 2 also gained other 2.
So the Most High said, hey, those that he gave 2 to, hey, that brother, he kind of went out and did what the Most High gave him the ability to do. Kind of got 2 other talents, baby Rhino, right? But let's see what happened to the brother that was kind of slothful, right?
But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money.
Hey, he kind of hid the Most High's money, man. People ain't realize that the Most High, the biggest gangster of them all. You fear the cartel. You fear the Crips and Bloods. What you about to say?
No.
Hey, you fear the Crip and Bloods. Hey, but you should feel the biggest gangster of them all. Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawah Shai, the terror of terrors. Right? The great and terrible power, man. Go ahead.
After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckon with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Adawan, thou deliverest me unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Adawan said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant.
A good and faithful servant. Why?
Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Adawan. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Adawan, thou deliverest me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Adawan said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Adawan.
Go ahead.
Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Adawan, I knew thee, and thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown.
Hey, so he like, hey, look, man, hey, you reap where you don't sow. Go ahead.
And gathering where thou hast not strawed.
Okay.
And I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine.
He said, you got which was mine. Go ahead.
His Adawan said unto them, thou wicked and slothful servant.
He said it unto who? He said it unto who? Said it unto, say it again. Read that part again.
His other one answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury.
He said, I ought to reap my benefit with usury, which was interest. Go ahead.
Take therefore the talents from him, and give it unto him which had 10 talents.
Go ahead.
For unto every one that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance, but from him that hath not shall be taken away, even that which he hath.
Like one more.
And cast ye the unprofitable servant into utter darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
And that's the second time we've heard the weeping and gnashing of teeth, because the Most High literally is letting us know that we got to kind of put our part in, man, because we're all a piece of the body, right? And we got to understand that if the heart decides he don't want a heart no more, we kind of get no blood. The brain kind of think that he don't want a brain no more, we kind of can't think. Right? If the lung kind of don't want a lung no more, we kind of don't breathe. Like, it kind of really makes a lot of sense why we can never give up and we got to continue to go. Right? So give me the book of 2 Peter chapter 3. And let's start at verse 4. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 4. Right? Because hey, we kind of got to continue in this thing. Right?
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 4, and it reads, and saying, where is the promise of his coming?
And that's what we basically saying when we don't do what the Most High is telling us to do. We're kind of like, well, where's the promise of his coming? Right? We kind of losing faith. Go ahead.
For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
We know from the beginning it was sin, right? Adam and Eve kind of sinned. Then we go on to the Noah incident that they were full of sin. The Most High destroyed the earth. Right? Then after that, we just continue to sin. So it's been since the beginning, since our forefathers went to sleep. Right? Go ahead.
For this they willingly are ignorant.
They what?
For this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of Yahawah the heavens were of old.
What?
And the earth standing out of the water and in the water.
Go ahead.
Whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished.
And we don't want to be a part of that world, right? Because, hey, this next time is going to be overflowed with fire. We kind of don't want to be a part of that, man. We kind of want the Most High say the job well done, right? Because when we don't do what our why is and our sole job, then the Most High is going to deal with us, right? So give me the book of Romans, chapter 13. And let's start at the top. Right, because when the Most High ordains something, we got to kind of follow that thing. And if we don't follow it, then he's going to kind of deal with us in a certain way. Watch this.
This is Romans chapter 13 and verse 1, and it reads, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
We know there's one higher power. Go ahead.
For there is no power but of Yahawah.
See, Yahawah, he ordained everything. So your why and your sole job, hey, we got to kind of do that things. If he said we got to go to the highways, we got to bid our people, right? Then we got to do that thing. Go ahead.
The powers that be are ordained of Yahawah.
Right.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power.
Right. Resist your gift. Right. Resist what he told you. Keep the commandments. Right. Keep the ordinances. Right. Follow his ways. Go ahead. Wake up your brother and your sister. Bid them to the marriage. Right. Be profitable to the Most High. All these things. Right? If you resist his power, what do you do?
Resisteth the ordinance of Yahawah.
And what?
And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
Now we know that this is going really into the other nations, right? And we going against what the Most High ordained us to go through. But hey, this is also going into a spiritual level of what he ordained us to do, right? Because he literally gave us those jobs, man. he got to go to the highways and hedges. That was a job he ordained to Yahawah. Yahawah said the servant's not greater than the master, man. So if he did it, then he's our righteous example. So we have to do those things that we see him do, right? So real quick, let's go to 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 7. Right, 1 Peter chapter 1. Let's see if I want to read up a little bit. Verse 6.
Con is to say 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 6, and it reads, wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season.
Right, so now, hey, we got to rejoice, man, because we see our season at hand. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the news, right? But hey, America and Israel just bombed Iran. If you don't realize it, hey, they're part of BRICS. So they're only going to be able to do this for so long. They keep stirring the pot, right? They kind of went and put their nose in the Russia business and kind of went over there and helped I can't remember that war been going on for so long. Russia and not Taiwan. Taiwan is China. I can't remember that one, but they've been warring for so long to where I forgot, right? But they've been warring. America's been giving weapons, right? And bombs. No, that's another one. I'm talking about the one that's been going on for a while.
Oh.
It's over there in Russia though. But they've been going on for a while, right? And so America really been going against Russia. Now they're going against Iran. Then now they went into Venezuela a little bit before that, before the Iran situation. China was going down there in Venezuela trying to get that situated. So it's kind of like America just keep on putting a brick into the pot, man. Sticking a finger and meddling with people's business, right? So he said, we greatly rejoice though now for a season, because we know the prophecy. We know that the Most High is going to raise up these weak nations and they're going to think that they're mighty, right? So go ahead.
If need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations.
So you're in heaviness through many temptations, right? Through your own personal battles, right? To your own things that you go through daily, right? But what is your why? Is you really doing this for your brother, right? Is you doing it because you thought it was a movement, go Black Power? Or is you doing it because you love Yahawah B'Hashem Yahweh Shai? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, through it be tried.
It said, though it be tried. Go ahead.
Though it be tried with fire.
Right? You're getting tried through the temptations. You're getting tried through everything, man. Right? You might be getting tried at work. You might be tried at home. You might be getting tried just going to the supermarket. Somebody says something out the way to you. Right? Go ahead.
Might be found unto praise.
You might be what?
Might be found unto praise.
Right?
And honor and glory at the appearing of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, whom having not seen ye love.
He said, even though you're not seeing, you love, right? Because we read that in John that, hey, you keep his commandment. And he said, you keep his commandment and he will be pleased of you. Right? Go ahead.
In whom, though now ye see him not, yet believing ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory.
And full of glory, man. So let's go to Revelations 3:18, man. Because he said, hey, he said, though your faith be tried, right? Hey, he says, your faith being much more precious than that of gold that perisheth, right? Because we don't want the perisheth gold. We want the gold that's actually going to be approved. And when it get tried and tested, it's going to come out and it's going to be a blessed thing from the Most High, man. Right? Go ahead.
It's Revelation chapter 3 and verse 18, and it reads, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in a fire.
And so Yahawah Shai said through the spirit of Yahweh, right? He said, hey, he said, I counsel you, buy me gold that was tried in the fire, which means I don't want the people that's going to go back. I don't want the people that their why is they just want to wear the garments. I don't want the people that their why is hey, it's just a trend. I don't want the people that their why is because I love Black Power. I don't want them people. I want the people that love Yahawah B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
That thou mayest be rich.
And how are you going to be rich? Because, hey, you got the kingdom. You got what's next. Go ahead.
And white raiment.
And what?
and white raiment.
And we know that white raiment just means righteous, man. You ain't got a spot nor blemish. Why? Because you're listening to the ordinances. You keeping the commandments. Go ahead.
That thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear.
And we know that that nakedness would represent sin, right? So he's saying that he said that the shame of thy nakedness, the shame of thy sin do not appear. Go ahead.
And anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. As many as I love, I rebuke.
So the Most High is telling us the many as he loves, he rebukes. So don't get mad when he sends you through these things, right? Because what is your why? Are you going to endure through this thing? Are you going to kind of give up? You're going to kind of do what you want to do. Go ahead.
And chasten, be zealous, therefore, and repent. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him, and he with me.
And he with me, right? So he says, any man hear my voice, right? So let's find out, because what is your why and what is your sole purpose, man? Let's get the book of St. John, chapter 10. And we're going to start at verse number verse 24. Go ahead.
You said
24, 10, St. John chapter 10 and verse 24.
This is St. John chapter 10 and verse 24, and it reads, Then came the Jews round about him, and said unto him, How long dost thou make us to doubt?
Hey, because if you really his sheep, you're not going to doubt, because you understand through the scriptures what the Most High sent Yahawah for. Go ahead. If thou be Hamashiach, at the end of 24.
If thou be Hamashiach, tell us plainly.
Hey, but if they understood the scriptures, right, and understood in the spirit who they were, then they understood that, hey, they already knew it through the spirit. They didn't have to know no plainly. It was already plain. But go ahead.
Yahawah answered them, I told you, and ye believe not the works that I do in my Father's name. They bear witness of me, but ye believe not.
Why don't they believe not?
Because ye are not my sheep.
Because ye are not of my sheep, right? He's telling you that, hey, the reason why you're not doing what you're supposed to do, the reason why your why doesn't line up with your sole job from Yahawah is because you're not of the sheep, right? Because if you're his sheep, right, hey, you're going to kind of do what the Most High told you to do. It's not going to be no lapse. It's not going to be no doubt. It's not going to be no excuses. You're going to kind of immediately, as soon as you hear what you need to be doing, you're going to get the hell up and you're going to do it. Excuse my French. Right? Go back to 26.
But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you.
Go ahead.
My sheep hear my voice.
Right?
And I know them.
And what?
And they follow me.
So, hey, because we know what Yahawah did. So if we literally saying we following Yahawah through Yahawah, then, hey, we got to understand this, man. Right? Hey, real quick, we're going to come back there. Go to the book of 1 John. 1 John chapter 2. And we're going to start at verse 5.
This is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 5, and it reads, But whoso keepeth his word.
So if you keeping the word of Yahawah, we know Yahawah came to tell Yahawah's word straightway. Go ahead.
In him, verily is the love of Yahawah.
Verily is the what?
Verily is the love of Yahawah.
So verily is the word of love of Yahawah if you keeping his word. Go ahead.
Perfected.
Per what?
Perfected.
So we've got to be perfect. He said, be ye perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. Go ahead.
Hereby know we that we are in him.
Go ahead. This is the point. Verse 6.
He that saith he abideth in him.
Right. You saying that Yahawah abideth in you. Go ahead.
Ought himself also so to walk even as he walked.
Hey, so you should be walking like Yahawah. If you're saying that Yahawah abide in you, then you need to walk like Yahawah. because Yahawah walked perfectly according to what Yahawah told us to walk. So it should be no lapses in the way we're walking, right? No slothfulness, no excuses, right? There shouldn't be no nothing. We know that the flesh get weary, but that's when you got to go and you got to pick it up and you got to do it, because this is one thing I've noticed, right? This is one thing I've noticed. We do everything for Esau and for this wicked Babylon system. Even if it ain't Esau, it might be Ishmael, it might be Moab, depending on who you're working for. But the point is, we do everything for this wicked kingdom, and all the Most High asks us for is just a little bit of our time. Just a little bit. He don't require much. Just a little bit. And we got all kind of excuses why we're not reading, right? Why we're not studying. We got all kind of excuses why we're not going out, why we're not reaching out to our people. I was tired. I did a lot of them work. I did a lot of overtime, right? But you go to work. But then when it comes to the Most High, it kind of, it kind of get stagnant, man. And Brother Jeremiah said, hey, that's right. What is your why? Because we got a whole bunch of excuses, right? But we ain't got a whole bunch of answers, man. Right? So real quick, before I go some more. Oh, yeah, go finish that in St. John.
Oh, you want me to read 7?
Yeah, St. John chapter 10.
Oh, John.
We're going back to 10. Right? We're at 10 and verse
24. Or no, 25.
No, we're at 27.
Okay. My sheep hear my voice.
So he said, my sheep hear my voice, and what else they do?
And I know them.
So he knows them, and what?
And they follow me.
They make excuses.
And they follow me.
They don't drop everything right now.
And they follow me.
And that's why Peter did it. That's why John did it, right? That's why Barnabas and Andrew did it, right? They just dropped everything and followed him immediately. Right? Because why? Because they knew that the Most High was the orders from the Most High. They weren't trying to go against it. They didn't understand. They didn't ask. They didn't say, oh, well, we got to drive all the way to Atlanta to do this. We got to go all the way to Raleigh to do this. We got to go all the way to wherever. We got to drive all the way to Augusta to do this. No, he didn't. We didn't make no excuses. Yahawah said, hey, drop everything you're doing and follow me. And the apostles followed. So that's what we got to be in these last days. We got to kind of drop everything we got going on. No matter, I've never saw Yahawah say, Yahawah, I got to walk over to Bethsaida. I got to walk over there to Assyria. I got to walk over there to Galilee. Like, he walked everywhere. He didn't have no vehicle. We got a vehicle, and we actually don't want to go do the work. That's madness, right? But go ahead, verse 28.
And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish. Neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
Right, so we're going to end right there, right? Because, we know that, if the Most High wasn't dealing with it, then, he'll allow you to get plucked. But we want to continue to do the will of the Most High because we want him not to allow us to get plucked. So give me the book of First Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 13. Because we understand that through the Spirit, right, if we ain't doing what we're supposed to be doing, then we don't want to know, right? Start up at verse number start at verse 10.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 10, and it reads, according to the grace of Yahawah, which is given unto me as a wise master builder,
right?
I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon.
So, Paul letting us know when he wrote the letter to Corinth, right? He said, as a master builder, he's trying to help you build the right foundation, which is on the real foundation of Yahawah, man. Then Yahawah right? And then you lay your foundation on top of that. But he said, but be thoughtful and mindful how you're building thereon, right? Let's keep going.
For other foundation can no man lay down that is laid.
Can no man lay then what?
Laid then that is laid, which is Yahawah HaMashiach.
So he letting you know that, hey, be careful how you're laying it, because if it goes against what job the Most High have you to lay, then you're kind of going counterclockwise or counter congruent or counterproductive to what the Most High is laying. Right? Go ahead.
Now, if any man build upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stone, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest.
So he's saying your work's going to be made manifest based on what you're building on there, right? So if you're not studying, it's going to manifest itself, right? If you're going counterclockwise or counterproductive to what the Most High called you for, it's going to manifest itself, right? You got to go according to what the Most High did. So that's when it takes you to go into fast and the praying, right? And the studying, right? And then being very attentive to what the Most High is telling you spiritually, right? Go ahead.
For the day shall declare it.
For what?
So for the day shall declare it.
He said that day is going to declare it, right?
Because it shall be revealed by fire.
It's going to be revealed by that fire, man, right?
And the fire shall try every man's work.
It's going to try every man's work?
Every man's work of what sort it is.
Of what sort it is. Go ahead.
If any man's work abide, which he have built thereupon.
What else he say?
He shall receive a reward.
That's it. So, hey, if your work abide, means your work makes it through the trial of the fire, then, hey, you're going to kind of get rewarded, man. So how do you build upon that? How do you make sure that your work is going to abide? Give me the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2. And we're going to start at verse number we're going to start at verse number 12. Right?
Con, this is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 12, and it reads, if we suffer, we shall also reign with him.
So we got to go through these trials and tribulations, right? Because suffering, last time I remember, it's not an easy thing. It's not a fun thing. People don't raise their hand up like, hey, I volunteer to suffer. No, that's not what goes on, right? So he said, if we suffer, we shall also reign with him. Go ahead.
If we deny him, he also will deny us.
And that's going through the trials and tribulation. We're going through the fire, right? That's the suffering is the trials. Go ahead.
If we believe not, yet he abideth faithful. He cannot deny himself.
Hey, because he's not going to deny himself or his sheep that he called. Go ahead.
Of these things, put them in remembrance.
He said you need to put these things in remembrance. Go ahead.
Charging them before Yahawah, that they strive not about words to no profit.
He said don't strive about words to no profit, right? You got to be a doer of the word, not hearers. Real quick, hey, open up another Bible, right? Go to the book of James, chapter 2, real quick. Right, James chapter 2. And I want to go to real quick, Salakia Israel. Salaki, James 1 and 22. Salaki. James 1. Let's start at verse let's start at 22.
Con, this is James 1 and 22, and it reads, but be ye doers of the word.
So we can't only be hearers of the word, we got to be doers of the word. And what?
And not hearers only, deceiving your own self.
Deceiving your own self. So if you only just hear the word and you don't do it, and you're deceiving your own self. So let's go back to that 2 Timothy.
Con, this is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 14, and it reads, of these things, put them in remembrance.
And that thing is be a doer of the word, right? So the things that we have learned, the things that the Most High have shown us, right, through the Spirit, right, we have to continue to do them. We have to continue to walk in our why and our sole job from Yahawah. Go ahead.
Charging them before Yahawah that they strive not about words to no profit.
Right, because the words are to no profit unless we're doing the words. Go ahead.
But to the subverting.
But to the subverting, right?
But to the subverting of the hearers.
Right.
Study to shew thyself approved.
So you got to study this word, right? Because how can you be a doer of the word and you don't study? You can't kind of on a Shabbat pick up the Bible and say that's the only day you're really doing some deep studies. No, you got to kind of be studying as much as you can. So if you work a lot throughout the week, hey, dedicate 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I challenge everybody that's going to see this video, that's watching this video. Hey, I challenge you 20 minutes. 20 minutes of studying. Pick a word. Look it up in Google, whatever precepts, go ahead and read them and then precept it to yourself in the middle of that. And I guarantee you, if you do that 20 minutes a day, it's going to help you because I work 2 to 3 jobs at any time. And I get as much studying as I can. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I only can get 40 minutes. Sometimes I only get an hour. Some days I get a couple hours. I omit my sleep and just go ahead and be on fumes. But the Most High know your spirit. And he knows if you're really doing that thing. You gotta sacrifice, man. So read that verse 15.
Study to show thyself approved.
To who?
Unto Yahawah.
No, to myself.
Unto Yahawah.
Oh, no, to my brothers.
Unto Yahawah.
So you gotta study to show yourself approved to Yahawah. Go ahead.
A workman that needeth not to be ashamed.
Because you're gonna be ashamed if you ain't kind of got the understanding. Because the Most High will confound you. Right? You'll kind of be thinking something means one thing and you kind of bring it out that way. And then you'll find out it means something totally different. So he said, study to show yourself approved unto Yahawah, a workman that what?
Rightly dividing the word of the truth.
Right?
But
shun
profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness.
And that's it, man. Because hey, if you ain't studied to show yourself approved, then people can babble and say things that's vain, and you don't even know if it's true or not because you haven't rightly divided the word of truth. Right. So let's go to the book of Sirach chapter 2. Right, Sirach chapter 2. Because hey, you know why is your why? It's gonna get a little bit tough. It's gonna a little bit of pressure. They say pressure busts pipes, man. And either that pressure is gonna make that coal burn up, or it's gonna make that coal turn into a diamond, man. Cool. Right? Whichever way you go. But something's gonna happen to that piece of coal. And I don't want the second piece. I mean, I don't want the bless and destroy. I want that diamond, man. So bring this out.
Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1, and it reads, My son, if thou come to serve Yahawah, prepare thy soul for temptation.
He said you got to prepare your soul for the temptation. You got to prepare your soul for the uncomfortability. Right? You got to prepare yourself for all the trials and tribulations. You got to prepare yourself for everything that this wicked world is going to throw at you. But guess what? It's not only the wicked world. The Most High allows you to go through these things, man. Right? Real quick. Let's go to Job. Right? Chapter 1. Because, hey, if you're really doing what you're supposed to be doing, then and the Most High is going to do this, man. Go to Job chapter 1 and verse 8.
This is Job chapter 1 and verse 8, and it reads, And Yahawah said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job?
Who said it?
And Yahawah said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job?
So now you thinking all these strange things are come upon you, and you thinking that, hey, it's just Satan doing what he want to do, right? I hate this place. No, it's the Most High sending it, right? The Most High sending it, right? Go ahead.
That there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth Yahawah and escheweth evil.
And escheweth evil, right? So what's this? Give me the book of Deuteronomy. Salaki. Eight. Go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 2.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 2. And
right? Because he literally said, right? He literally said that, and he asked Satan, did he try them? Right? Have you tried my faithful servant Job, the one that is upright? Why did he do that? Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 2, and then we're going to go back to where we were.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 2, and it reads, and thou shalt remember all the way which Yahawah thy power led thee these 40 years in the wilderness.
Go ahead.
To humble thee.
To do what?
To humble thee.
So when the Most High is letting Satan come on you, he's doing it to humble you and what?
And to prove thee.
And to do what?
And to prove thee.
What do you got to do with a friend?
You have to prove thee.
You got to prove thee to what?
To know what was in thine heart.
What else?
Whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no.
Right? Reread that clean. You got to reread that clean because, hey, he said he proved you. He wanted to humble you and prove you. Read verse 2 again.
And thou shalt remember all the way which Yahawah thy power led these 40 years.
So the Most High literally said that, hey, he led you through the wilderness these 40 years, right?
In the wilderness to humble thee.
First to humble thee, right? So when he's literally asking you why and giving you your soul job, sometimes it's going to push you to the brink of your power, to the brink of your strength. But guess what? He's doing it to humble thee. And what else?
And to prove thee.
And to prove it. To see if you're going to listen to him. Because we say we love him, but how do we know? We can't send him balloons. We can't send him a card. Blowing kisses ain't going to work. He don't got a telephone. He's not sitting on 6G. So you can't get in contact with him. So there's only one way that you can show the Most High that you love him. And that's by listening to his instructions. He said to humble thee and to prove thee and what?
To know what was in thine heart.
What?
Whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no.
And that's love, man. That's the love. Right? Real quick, go to Sirach. We're going to go, before we go back to 2. Sirach chapter 12. Right? Let me see. Salaki. Because hey, he gotta do that, man. Sirach Salaki 6 and 7. Salaki. Sirach 6 and verse start at verse 1 real quick.
This is Sirach chapter 6 and verse 1, and it reads, instead of a friend, become not an enemy.
That's it, right? So, hey, instead of a friend, become not an enemy to the Most High, right? Because watch this, verse 7.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
So the Most High literally is proving us. He said, hey, you could be my friend, right? But hey, in order to be a friend, he said you got to keep my commandments that we read in St. John chapter 15. Right? He said, because a friend knows what the Father is going to tell him, what the Father instructions are. But in order to be at that friend level, he got to prove you. Because we all say we love him, but literally, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? According to what position he have you, according to the why and the job that he's given you, right? Are you doing it? Are you really doing it? As a wife, are you really being submissive to your husband? Right? As a husband, are you treating your wife like yourself? As a brother, then it's true. If he woke you up to be a teacher, are you going out and teaching according to the level that he gave you? Whether it be a street teacher, whether it be an online teacher, whatever level that the Most High gave you, are you performing that level? Is that why you're why? Are you whying your why? Are you doing the job that the Most High gave you? Right? Finish that off.
And be not hasty to credit him.
Right? Because the Most High is not going to be hasty to credit you. Because watch this, verse 8.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
Hey, because wait, we got the friend his own. Right? We want to be seen in Israel as being a righteous person, knowledgeable. We going back and forth on debates. We want people to honor us. and exalt us like the Pharisees, that's your own occasion. You're doing it for your own occasion. But when the cameras is off, right, when a brother don't see you with your fringes on, are you wearing your fringes? Are you keeping the commandments?
No.
Are you doing what the Most High told you to do beyond all the trials and tribulations that you're going through?
No.
That's the question that needs to be answered. And only the Most High knows. Because when nobody else is around you, hey, are you holding yourself accountable? What is your why? We can't answer that. We don't know. We're not around you. You're not around us. But the question, the $1 million question is, what is your why? Are you living in the sole job that the Most High gave you? Which is really the sole job is at the beginning of the lesson. We're supposed to be obedient to his instructions. Then after, when you build upon that foundation, like we were bringing out in Corinthians, then on top of that, now you can expand into your gifts when we brought that up. Then now you can make that one gift 2. You can make that 2 into 4. You can make that 5 to 10. You can make that 10 to 20. Now the Most High begin to increase you because you're doing it. But when you're getting to year 2, year 3, year 4, and you're kind of at the same level, your antenna should be going up because you're not, the Most High is not going to keep you stagnant. He's going to always increase you. But if you're still doing the same thing in year 2 as you was in year 1, you got to kind of check your spirit. Because it's something you're doing wrong. Right? So keep reading.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
And you can stop right there because that goes into the sower, the parable of the sower. When the cares of this world happen, right? Real quick, let's bring it out, man. Right? Because hey, that's the parable of the sower, man. Right? Real quick, man. Through the spirit. Matthew chapter 13. And then we'll go back to Sirach and 2 in this thing, man. Right? We pray that through the spirit of the Most High, that the Most High bless this lesson and that somebody got some understanding on it and may be able to help them walk in their everyday life, man. Because hey, the question is on the table still. What is your why? Why are you in this thing? Are you in this thing just because you want to live Black Power? Are you in this thing to wear garments? To have flyer metries? To have a mic in your hand and to teach online? So people can pat you on your back and say, good job, baby Rhino. Keep up the good work. Or are you in this thing because you really love the Most High, man? Right? Because that's what I'm going to say. Give me Matthew 13 and 3.
Kindness of Matthew chapter 13 and verse 3, and it reads, and he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, behold, a sower went forth to sow.
So, hey, all of us that go to the highways and hedges that make videos, hey, we're sowers. We're going to the highways and hedges to sow, right? Like he told us to do. The job from Yahawah. Go ahead.
And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the way, by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up.
So, hey, so some seeds didn't even make it to the point where they were supposed to make it to. Go ahead.
Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and with they sprung up.
Right, they came up real quick. Go ahead.
Because they had no deepness of earth.
Right.
And when the sun was up, they were scorched.
Go ahead.
And because they had no root, they were away.
They withered, right? They withered, right? Because they didn't have no depth, right? They weren't connected to the source, right? He said, I'm the vine, man. And if you ain't connected to the vine, you're going to kind of get withered up. That's because your why ain't the why that you needed to be. You kind of was in this thing for the mitri, man. You kind of was in this thing for the garment. You kind of was in this thing because your boy that woke you up, Most High used to wake you up, he was in this thing. Your favorite elder, your favorite teacher, that's why you was in this thing. But your why wasn't Yahawah and Yahawah, man. Right? Go ahead.
And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them.
Right, that mitri guy. Go ahead.
But others fell into good ground and brought forth fruit.
And that's what we're supposed to be doing. That's when you're doing and operating in the job that Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi gave you, man. Right? Go ahead.
And brought forth fruit, some an 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Who has ears to hear, let him hear.
Right, let him hear, man. Right? Verse 13. Salaki, go to verse let's skip down. Verse 18.
Con. Hear ye therefore
Call book and chapter. I mean, book, chapter and verse.
Con, this Matthew chapter 13 and verse 18, and it reads, Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower.
So now the Most High used Yahawah to break it down to him for those that didn't understand it. Go ahead.
When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart.
Those were actually the seeds that fell by the wayside, and the ravens came and ate them up, right? Because they never even got a chance to even manifest with them. The Most High didn't even allow them to understand it or hear it. He snatched that understanding away right from them immediately. Go ahead.
This is he which received the seed by the wayside.
Right.
But he that received the seed into stony places,
right,
the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it.
They're like, oh, I know we was the people that was on the slave ships. I knew we had something other than being black. I knew we was other than Hispanic. I knew we was other than Native American. He said they received it with joy, right? What happened?
Yet have he not root in himself.
They didn't connect to the source. Go ahead.
But endured for a while.
They endured this thing for a while, kind of was in that thing for the mitre and the garment. Go ahead.
For when tribulation or persecution ariseth,
right,
because of the word, by and by he is offended.
And he wasn't offended by the law. And that's why I always teach people, be careful when you say you're offended, because the offense has to come by the law. Offense means the breaking of. Real quick, let me look it up for you. Right? When you offend, that's the root word of offense.
Offense.
Offense. A breach or of a law or rule.
What did he say?
A breach of a law or rule.
And breach means the breaking of a law or rule. So if you're saying I'm offended, offend is the root word is offense. So to be offended means there's an offense. And the offense has to be a breach of a law or rule. What?
An act that is illegal or unlawful.
Or what?
Or unlawful.
So whenever you say that you've been there was an offense, right? You're offended. That means that there has to be a breach of the law. So it isn't really what you feel or going into, your personal whatever. It really, you have to go to the law. So if you're offended, you have to say, okay, well, at what point did you get offended? And then you have to go to the law and show at what point you're offended. Because otherwise it goes into a feeling or a perception. And that's how the Most High made the law. So that way it takes the feelings and all that out the way. So then now it's going into what you feel. And then now is that really relevant? Because then now I can say, well, I feel you looked at my shoes wrong. Well, now I feel like your curls are a little too tight and I got a problem with it. Now I feel like that your fringes is a little higher than I like. You got your fringes on the outside and I like mine under the inside. So then, you can start getting into the feeling things and it start getting real murky. So the Most High literally made the law so that way it could take the feelings out of it and it's just a clear cut. So now when the offending comes from the offense of the law. So now it just takes all the other stuff out and it kind of makes it simple. It takes the confusion out, right? But go ahead. 13 and what? 13 and what?
21.
Go ahead.
21. Yet have he not root in himself,
right?
But endured for a while.
You endured this thing for a while, but what?
For when tribulation or persecution ariseth.
Tribulation means trouble, something that you didn't like, right? Go ahead.
Because of the word, by and by he is offended.
Right, by a word, right? A word may have offended you or a saying or something like that. It may have offended you and you kind of bounce. Go ahead.
He also that receives seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word,
You heard the word and what?
and the care of this world,
Right?
and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful.
And that's where it is, right? The job of Yahawah, right? Because you might not want to be seen on camera. Well, cut your camera off, right? You can always do this right here and still teach the word. Word happens the same, right? So, hey, if that's the case, then do that, right? Don't record. Go out and just do the work. But at the end of the day, there's ways around everything that you can make an excuse for. But hey, whichever way it go, hey, you're not doing the job of the Most High, and hey, your wise kind of getting depleted. But go ahead, and you're becoming unfruitful. He said you're going to be hewn down and cast into the fire. But watch what 23 say.
But he that receiveth seed into the good ground,
right,
is he that heareth the word.
You heard the word and what?
And understandeth
and you
it,
had the understanding of it and what?
Which also beareth fruit.
Right, so now you done dang flourished up into a huge tree, and then now you're feeding the people, right? Go ahead.
Also,
bear fruit and what? And bring it forth.
And bring it forth, some in 100-fold, some 60, some 30.
Hey, so you kind of bringing the fruit, man. Let's go to Sirach chapter 2. Let's start at verse 1. Yeah, let's start over, right? So, hey, so we know that this thing is going to be a little tough route, because if it wasn't tough, then it would be more than 2/3 making it. 3/3 will make it. 3/3 will make it. The whole Israel will make it if it was easy. But we know it's tough. That's why you have to endure to the end, man. Right? So bring this out.
This is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1, and it reads, My son, if thou come to serve Yahawah, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Right, real quick. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. Right? And let's go to verse number 12.
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12, and it reads, And because iniquity shall abound,
sin gonna abound what?
The love of many shall wax cold.
Right?
But he that shall endure unto the end.
Because he said it constantly endure. So if you endure to the end, what? Your why, right? Your soul job from the Most High, what's going to happen?
The same shall be saved.
Because you're listening to the instructions of the Most High, man. Right? So let's go back to Sirach chapter 2. Right? Verse 2.
Set that heart aright.
That mind and what?
And constantly endure.
That means continually endure and what?
And make not haste in time of trouble.
Right? Watch this.
Cleave unto him.
The him would be the Ruach or the spirit, right? Which will be these scriptures, right? Because they will be our stability. Stability, right? Real quick. It said there will be our stability. Look at this word stability.
Stability. The state of being stable.
So Yahawah said that, hey, this will be our stability, man, in the trying times, man. So, hey, go ahead.
Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
Because he knows it's going to be hard to do these jobs in the last days, right? Because hey, we got to, now they're making it to where you got to work 2-3 jobs. Hey, we thought the Phantom of the Word could be when they take all of us off the street. Now me and my brothers, we've been talking like, now, hey, second jobs and third jobs and paying your bills kind of taking us off the streets, man. But go ahead.
And be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
For what?
For gold is tried in a fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
So he said gold is tried in a fire. He said, I tried thee to give me gold that is acceptable. He said, so gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men. So he's saying that gold that's acceptable is acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, man. And we got to continue to go through this adversity no matter what it is. Go ahead.
believe in him.
And that is the why. That is your sole job. You got to believe we got to do the things that he told us. Right? And what else?
And he will help thee.
And what?
Order thy way aright and trust in him.
We got to trust in the Most High. And what else?
Ye that fear Yahawah, wait for his mercy.
That's called faith, right? Go ahead.
And go not aside, lest ye fall.
And you don't want to fall, because that fall comes with judgment. He said you got to wait on him. He said, go not aside. That means continue to go through the fire. You didn't see Daniel in them 3 Hebrew boys kind of avoid going in the furnace. They kind of went in that thing. Why? Because they had faith, man. They had faith that the Most High was going to protect them, because they did everything according to his instructions. They never gave up their why. They never gave up their sole job. They continued to go towards the fire, not away from the fire. Right? Go ahead.
Ye that fear Yahawah, believe him.
Read that again.
Ye that fear Yahawah, believe him.
How you do believe in him? By every word that proceed out of the mouth of the Most High. Right? That's how you believe in him. Which means whatever he told you your job is, you have to do it. He gave us instructions. It's like, this is what I love about the Most High. He's not a guy that talks in mystery. He's kind of plain and straightforward. If you want him dwelling in you, you just have to follow his instructions. Plain and simple. And he give you instructions on every form. Husband, wife, children, right? Walking in his walk. If he called you to be a teacher, whatever, there's instructions on it. That's why you got to study to show yourself approved, to find out what is your instructions. So when you're going through a lot of stuff, a lot of chances are you're not following the instructions that's given to you. But you can't get medicine and accept for the medicine to heal you, and you're not following the instructions. Because this is the medicine of life, man. Right? Go ahead.
And your reward shall not fail.
And your what?
And your reward shall not fail.
And so if you do the instructions, your reward is not going to fail. Go ahead.
Ye that fear Yahawah, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy.
Right?
Look at the generations of old.
Look at the generations of old and what?
And see, did ever any trust in Yahawah and was confounded?
Was they confounded? Go ahead.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
We have to ask ourselves, was that, did anybody of old, were they ever confounded or forsaken? Did the Most High leave them? Did he not lead them to righteousness? Did he not protect them? Was he not their fortress and their shield? Come on, man. But yet we forsake him all the time, but then call upon him when things get rough. Oh, yeah, how about Hashem, Yahawah? You got to ask what your why is, man. Go ahead.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Right? Were you despised when you called upon the Most High and had your full faith in him? Go ahead.
For Yahawah is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction.
Right?
Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands.
He said, woe be to fearful hearts, right? And faint hands, which means, hey, your strength done left you. He called you to do this, and you didn't muster your strength up to go do it. Because he knew the times were going to be hard. It's not easy. You think it's easy for me and baby Ronald to get up here every Shabbat? We could have easily just talked it up. Last night, the mic, we didn't turn it on. We forgot it. We could easily be like, you know what? Man, we don't want to go through that today. We're just going to go ahead and chop this Shabbat up. And we're just going to go on and just serve the Most High at home and read. But no, we like, nope. Okay. We took it as a learning venture. No, now that, hey, we got to kind of have our mic towards us so that way we can make sure we turn the mic on, man. You can't give up. There's always going to be different trials and tribulations. But the thing of it is are you going to fold? Are you going to have weak hands and faint? Are you going to be faint? Fearful hearts and faint hands? Or are you going to say you're going to muster that strength up in a time of need and you're going to do what the Most High told you? You're going to muster that strength up, Yahawah. Go ahead.
And the sinner that goeth 2 ways.
Right?
Woe unto him.
What did he say?
Woe unto
He
him.
said destruction unto him what?
That is faint-hearted.
That you got faint, you weak. Go ahead.
For he that believeth not.
He put you with a non-believer. Go ahead.
Therefore shall he not be defended.
You're not going to be defended. The Most High is not going to be your fortress and your shield, man. Your buckler. You're not going to be the Galatians, the Ephesians, right? You're not going to be Ephesians chapter 6. He's not going to be that to you. Your whole armor. It's not going to happen. Go ahead.
Woe unto you that have lost patience.
I mean, you lost faith, man. Go ahead.
And what will ye do when Yahawah shall visit you?
Hey, that's when he said when he come back. That goes back to when he said when he come back. The parable of the talents. He gonna come back and you woe unto you. You done lost patience. You done lost your why. You said the hell with the soul job from Yahawah. You kind of dug that damn job up, Salaki in my language, and you kind of buried it.
Fine.
You lost patience. Read that up again.
Woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will ye do when Yahawah shall visit you?
Because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You thought that you was. When Yahawah Shai come down and make the judgment, I'm like, why did you do this? Why did you do that? I'm like, oh, wait a minute. There ain't no wait a minute. The judgment's set. He gave you the time to live in your why. But you wanted to live in your W. It comes with punishment, man. You lost patience. Verse 15.
They that fear Yahawah will not disobey his word.
So you're gonna be righteous towards his word. Go ahead.
And they that love him will keep his ways.
And we're gonna end it right there, man. So if you love the Most High, you're gonna keep his ways, man. So give me the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 31. And we pray that this can help you jumpstart, get back in your why, do the will of the Most High. And all praise to Yahawah Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man.
Okay. Do we dare make void the law?
Call the book.
Okay. It's Romans chapter 3 and verse 31, and it reads, do we dare make void the law through faith?
What do you say?
Do we dare make void the law through faith?
So do we void the instruction through faith one more time?
Do we dare make void the law through faith? Yahawah forbid. Yea, we establish the law.
And we just came to establish his instruction, man. So giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahawah by Hashem. How much I'm like Yahweh Shai. My name is Ariyah.
Baby Ronald.
Hey, and like a Tazman would say, what he say, Ronald?
Push the button.
Shabbat Shalom. We pray you have a blessed Shabbat.